Well, yeah, this is now I'm talking about. I am Maul got it all. Got my bro with me this week. What's up, bro?
What up? It's your brother Maul, the other Maul.
But shit, we're gonna start off how we always start off with 5 questions. That sound good to you?
Sound good? Let's go.
All right. The basis of the day is gonna be music. We're just talking about a lot of music today. That's the plan, you know what I mean? You know our combos can go where they go and we'll just let that happen, but the plan is to talk music. First question: what is the best festival or event you've ever attended?
All right. So I think the event that I could think of is I think it was called the Anger Management Tour. And that was like the period when it was a lot of hip hop and like new metal crossover. So I think the tour had like Exhibit. I think it had like Papa Roach. It had this DJ group, the Executioners. Um, yeah, I think it was called the Anger Management Tour. That was dope. That was like when I was super young. I think when I first moved back out to California. So like when I was like 17, 18 or something.
Okay. Um, Next question being uh how do you think hip hop has evolved over the last decade?
Um, I'll say a good way is giving artists direct access to the consumers if they want. You know, you can really create your own community and really create like a fan base organically. And you can like circumnavigate or get around the labels and all of that stuff. So I will say that was a good thing, but I honestly feel hip hop is like evolving. It's like regressing, I think, at this point, you know? And I know I sound like the negative old head or whatever, but if you look at it like nothing goes, nothing just gets better forever, you know? Like there's always a point where something is at its peak. And then there's something called diminishing returns where it starts to go down, you know? Like all empires, they have a crowning moment and then they fall apart, you know, and then it collapses. Like I feel like that happens with music and all of that stuff too. So I honestly feel like hip hop is going downward, you know,
Okay. Um,
personally, you know.
yeah. No, I like that though. I like it. You gave both parts though. You know what I mean? The evolving part and the de-evolving part. It's just being honest, an honest fan of what you're talking about, really. You know what I mean? My next question will be: what is a hidden gem that you feel like everybody should know about, as far as a hip hop album?
I do not know. Hidden gem, I will say I came across I think his name is like Mick Jenkins.
Mm.
Mick. I don't think it's Mike. Is it
It's
Mike
Mick
Jenkins
Dickens.
or
Yeah, it's
Mick?
Mick Dickens.
Yeah, I came across him and he has some new project out. It's like 6 or 7 tracks. It's fire. I like it. And the Alchemist produced whole projects are like really good.
Mm.
Like the Freddie Gibbs Alfredo joint, crazy. And I'll listen to that album, but just the instrumentals,
Mm.
like a YouTube playlist where it's just the instrumentals. I'll play that by itself. Like what Alchemist is doing with these like sonics, even though like you can have your opinion on is it really producing because a lot of stuff is like super stripped down samples
Mm.
and like not even with any drums on it half the time, you know, with some of the songs.
Okay.
But that Alfredo project is dope. And I gotta, you know, hometown, the project he did with Larry June,
Mm.
The Great Escape is phenomenal, man. Like those fully produced Alchemist joints are really good.
Okay. I like that. I'm definitely a fan of fully produced albums in general. You know what I mean? Like I just like how those
Hmm.
come out together. You know what I mean? Okay, I like that though.
Yeah, the Apollo Brown projects are always good.
Yeah, he got one with Shay Noir that I fuck with hard. Yeah. Um, Next question. What's your thoughts on the Andre 3000 album? You listen to it?
No, I played. I started it the first couple tracks maybe. So I don't have any strong opinions on it. Um, like I don't know. It seemed cool. Like just on some like chill type stuff. Some people say it's great, like ambient music. My first impression off of really just like maybe two songs was like, I don't know. It didn't impress me as this like incredibly well done ambient album because I've heard that type of music before, whether it's like lo-fi or whether it's just like a certain kind of meditative music, and there's a way to produce those. But I think the idea of it is cool. Um, but yeah, I don't want to go into too much detail because it's really I only heard maybe the first couple songs off of it.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm the same way, but it's only because I think that's like our new sleep music. She put it on like once or twice and it just knocked us out. So I'm like, well, fuck it. That's what I'm gonna use it for. You know what I mean? Like I'm
Yeah.
cool with that. Bonus question. How do you feel about all the reviews or all the post or comments you see where they're talking about how that album's first week sale outsold a lot of your top artists from this year?
Yeah, I saw those too. I mean, if that's the fact of the matter, then it's just the facts. It's just the numbers of it. And if it outsold, I think that says something. I think that's like a good like marketing experiment or just like a case study for creativity, rollout, all of that stuff, you know? Because nobody had heard, I don't think, any snippets of it either. They just knew it was going to be on some like pan flute type vibe. And the memes and the assumptions about it kind of like
Mm.
superseded the project. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I'm saying?
promotion.
Which is kind of cool from that perspective. Like people bought it and downloaded it and did all of that stuff just out of pure curiosity, you know? Curiosity, and I also think a trust in Andre 3000
Okay.
because a lot of folks, you hear me?
Yes.
All right. A lot of folks trust Andre 3000, and a lot of folks are honestly just getting more comfortable with the last project he did with Big Boy with the Love Below.
Yeah, below. Okay.
Like because that came out and we were young. So a lot of people in our generation didn't like speaker box and Love Below. They were, I don't know how like 21 years old, and Andre 3000 has this like acid jazz song or some kind of music with like Rosario Dawson just kind of narrating and
Mm.
talking in it, and these kind of hyper sped up drums, and and folks were like 22, like it was, oh, it's cool, it's all right. But now everybody's like 40 now, and they're like, nah, Love Below actually,
And
you
it's
know,
and it's
actually
funny because even
factually,
back
it
then,
was,
it's funny because even back then, if you weren't one of the people that fuck with it, you fuck with it hard. You know, my cousin RJ, like he loved that album, like loved that album. You know what I mean? So, and honestly, I'm going to go back and listen to it because I felt like you back in there, like, oh, it's cool, it's all right, it's not bad. But like I said, I'm probably thinking with a young mind, I probably would hear it a lot
it
different
was,
now. You know what I mean?
yeah. I feel like when it came out, I liked it, but that's only because I like jazz and stuff anyway.
Okay.
I like jazz music, I like electronic music. So, but like, I heard a lot of just like hip hop heads were like, I don't know, it's cool, I like it, but it was all of this conversation about it. And Andre 3000 is going to create conversation, no matter what he does, musically at least.
Okay.
So, I mean, if he sold all of those, I feel like this is a real good conversation and like case study of like what people are willing to spend money on. Yeah, there you go. It's like people are willing to spend money out of curiosity. They're willing to spend money if they trust you. They're willing to spend money for different shit, you know? Like City Girl sold like a couple copies coming out, but it's just like the demographic, that demographic doesn't buy music like that, you know?
And that's
And
what's so
the subject matter and music itself,
that's what's so curious,
good.
or I don't understand the whole sales situation anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's not like people are
Yeah,
going out and buying physical albums. So it's like, okay, I clicked on it. Did I buy it? Like, is that what we're talking about? Like, that's the sale you're talking about? That's the numbers you're talking about. The fact that I clicked on it to check out what it was and I left by track 3, like that. Now his album sales, boy, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. Um, I
yeah,
look at I look at numbers. I hate to be this guy, but I look at these type of numbers the way they are now is another way to control the narrative. But like I said, I don't really want to be that guy because it's like you don't want to. It sometimes it seems like it it makes you want to avoid. It's not like you're trying to avoid blame. You know what I mean? But it's like it's kind of both. It's like this is what it actually is. So I don't know. That's just a random thought. The fifth question before we get into these recaps. What is your favorite album of 2023 so far? I mean, we about to find out the real answer, but what do you think your what is your favorite album
damn.
of 23?
I don't know. I'm trying to be more intentional about my music, you know, because I'll complain about stuff, but there's a lot of dope artists out, but you have to find them and you just have to be intentional. It's just like with your social media. Like if you got trash social media or like an Instagram feed, it's because you watch this content and the algorithm is just going to feed it to you, you know? So I'm like, I need to start like hearting stuff, trying different playlists, writing down the names of the people that I do like, and then putting a radio station for them,
Mm.
and then hearting all of those songs I like, so I can like curate that more. But anyway, um, albums. I think I'm trying to think of the Larry June Great Escape joint came out in 2023, but that's that's probably my top album. The Larry June Alchemist, The Great Escape. Still was wonderful, man. Like even the artwork is like an old vintage poster of his hand gripping like a poor steering wheel with the Golden Gate Bridge behind it. And that shit is just so iconic, you know? Um, I like the Mick Jenkins joint. Um, I think the Absol project dropped in 2023.
mm. Absol?
I really, huh?
You said Absol? Absol of TD,
Absol,
of TD, Black Hippie or whatever?
TDE, yeah,
Shit,
yeah.
what they drop?
Like that Absol project. I think it dropped in 2023
Damn, let me find
because
out.
one of my highest played songs is this song he got called Gotta Do Better.
Oh, okay, Herbert. Okay.
Um yeah, Herbert. Did that come out in 2023?
No, it came out 2022. It came out 2022.
Oh damn. All right.
Yeah. It came out December 2022. So, you know what I mean?
All right. That's the last year. Um but that project he did a good job with that. Man, that song got a rap produced by DJ Premier. Like
Hmm.
that shit is fire. He talks about just a lot of stuff on this project. But that one, the Larry June project, that Mick Jenkins joint, like I play that one a lot. Um, and I think those are there's been a few projects I was just like, damn, it's been a lot of projects this year, you
Yeah, it
know?
really has.
And I think like when you talk about the narrative, you're like a lot of my complaints, I think like I have a lot of thoughts and complaints about hip hop in general, right? As a music, as a culture, blah blah blah. And then we can always say stuff, well, it's out there, you gotta find it. And I think one of my problems is that when you do have to find it, that good shit isn't like mainstream anymore. You know, where like Dead Prez was like a major label release at one point. Talib Kweli were like major label releases. You know, Rawkus was like an underground indie label, but they had a lot of press and got a lot of attention. You know,
But that's
so it's like you could get really dope.
that's kind of funny, and that's kind of on us too, because it's like these. We always talk about how we need to take control of this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? As far as being independent, and then so what mainstream is kind of sometimes what you're supporting. Like it got elevated to that point for a reason. You know what I mean? Some of it got pushed because that's the narrative, but some of it got pushed because it's just straight numbers that we're talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know. It go back
Yeah.
with intention. Like you said, it's like your playlist got better because your intention changed. Your intention to find particular music changed. So you know what I mean? But yeah, I think my answer will be straight Killer Mike. Like I think Michael was like I fucking
There
love
you
that
go.
album.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah, Killer Mike joint.
I love that album. It's funny because I seen I don't know. It's funny. I don't know where I be seeing stuff at. That's the funny thing about it, because it just be my timeline. So I don't know where I seen it posted or whatever. But there's a lot of people asking, what was your album of the year? You know what I mean? And people just naming these mainstream ass albums. I was like, well, I mean, that kind of explains why the community is where it is. Nobody has said Killer Mike's album yet. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? And these are other artists also, you know what I mean? Like Jim
Nah,
Jones and Joel Santana, there was one of them, so I didn't really expect much from them. But I was surprised when they did say Drake. So I'm like, damn, y'all niggas think, all right, cool. Like, I understand. And Niece was like, you know what I mean? Well, it's different when you're asking the artist, because the artist doesn't want to burn their bridge. I didn't really think of it like that. Like, you're asking the artist, you know what I mean? What's your favorite album? What artist you like? He's probably going to say a safe name because he don't want to start shit. You know what I mean? That's just a whole nother take. I never really thought of it. You know what I mean? But yeah.
yo, and Killer Mike joint. No, yeah, Killer. That shit is the best album of the year. That one is the best album of the year, hands down. Like that song he got with the like gospel singing on it, with like Mozzie on it, like crazy. Like that whole project is crazy, man. Yeah. No. Killer Mike, hands down.
And
I
it
was
kind of
thinking, yeah,
remind me
man,
of
because I'm like, Killer Mike had the album.
it kind of remind me of K-Dot album when he touched on, like, every song touched on some topics that you still hadn't heard about to this point in hip hop. You know what I mean? Like 50 years in, and this is the first time you had a album talking about a song talking about this. Like that. That's what hit me with the Killer Mike album and with the Kendrick album last year. Was that last year or this year? That's a good question also, because if that's the case, it's definitely both of them because of that main reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I think
it was last year, right?
I think that Mr. Morale joint was your last year.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I wasn't.
Back in the day, you go to the
I
school,
didn't
you
think I
go to
was
the
gonna be this long-winded, man.
That's good, though.
But you asked some good questions. These are really good questions. I'll say that. You got some. You got some gem stories out of these questions that I don't think have come out on other interviews. So shout out to
I mean, being an artist, you just remember, because it started with a lot of artists I was doing that wasn't making music anymore. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And then it's just that whole memory lane of it.
Right.
I got a couple of young artists because somebody seen me do it. I like, well, I want to know what the young artists think also with some of these same questions. Because like 10 of them gonna be the same almost, you know what I mean? Like some I try to personalize, but most of them kind of be the same. I just be kind of curious, you know what I mean? Like that. And that question, that cipher, I always watch their eyes go up like cipher, of course. Oh no, first time recording. Oh no, stage. Like it go in that layer.
Right.
Like I said, I have just so much fun, dog. Like just hearing what other in the same stories too.
Right. Now it's definitely a dope conversation.
The meat of the conversation, what I really wanted to get into, a lot of times, a lot of people posting their recaps of this year, their most played. You know what I mean? Everybody posting their Spotify shit. I have Apple. So, you know what I mean? They have a replay also. So I wouldn't mind, I'll say disclosing, you know what I mean? Because looking at these, like, you're like, oh, I listened to that song a lot, listen to that song. It was like kind of eye-opening for us also. So If you down for that, that's like a go. What you want to do? Do you have So on my job,
Yeah,
we have top song, top album, and top artist. Top five of each. Do y'all have all three of those categories or what?
I think so.
Okay.
I think you get like they'll do like the top artists, the top songs you listen to. Um, I think those are the ones that I really remember.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm like like my last 3 years of all pain. Like the last 2 years are I'm like embarrassed with like last year and this year almost
Yeah, that's what I found. I
because
went and grabbed the last 2 years.
where and how I yeah. Like for me, I think it changed because when and where I listen to music is different this year
Okay.
and like last year. So it was like last year getting back into the gym, like a physical gym. The majority of my music listening time when I'm listening to something straight through is like at the gym
Okay.
or on my way to the gym, you know? So at the gym, I'm not listening to full like hip hop projects because I just want a certain beat for my hour and a half at the gym, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So like a good complete album, I'm not spinning it while I'm working out because I want to listen to it. Like I'm not going to listen to like Nick Grant's like Sunday dinner or whatever it's called, like while I'm trying to do bench press. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait until I have a time where I can sit down with it, you know? Like Reason came out with a Porches, which is like a conceptual type album,
Mm-hmm.
which is dope. But I'm probably gonna listen to that separately, you know? So when I'm at the gym, I'm just playing ignorant shit, unfortunately,
This your disclaimer, nigga?
that sounds aggressive. That's my so embarrassing.
Well, like I said,
But it's like that's all I'm listening to, you know?
I have top artists, top songs, and top albums. Which one you want to start with?
All right, so I got my top artist and top song.
Okay, okay. You don't have top albums?
No.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, shit. I guess I'll start the conversation with top albums because that's no. We'll end it with that. We'll end it with top albums. We can just talk about that because my
I
top.
know what my top album was though.
Okay, okay. What was it? Fuck it. What was it? What was it?
The Larry June Alchemist joint, the greatest
Okay,
shit.
it was.
I play that shit constantly.
Okay, okay. What is What's your What's your top five artists?
All right, top here. Can you? Okay, top artist was Larry June,
Okay.
Lil Durk,
Wow.
Alchemist, G Herbo, and Jeezy.
Okay. Yeah, you be in the gym. You in the gym like shit, boy.
Yeah,
You're in the gym like shit, boy. Oh man.
like I can't listen to that just being in the house or driving around. But if I'm driving to the gym, I'm getting in mode. I'm drinking my pre-workout. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this shit. You feel me? And but it's crazy you said Jeezy, but it was like his the Gangsta Grills came out, and I was playing that shit at the gym for a minute, like because the Gangsta Grill one, like it just hits the whole way half of
Yeah.
the time, you know.
I ain't
I
gonna
was like, I don't even like Jeezy like that, but that one project was just in constant rotation because it was like the gym playlist.
I ain't gonna hold you. The one that surprised me was Lil Durk. You spoke about G Herbo before, so I understand that one. And like you said, all the other ones I could tell us, you know what I mean, you just need that adrenaline, whatever. And Lil Durk feels that, that criteria, but it still caught me off guard. I like that though. I like that. My top five artists are Don Tripp, Killer Mike, Nas, surprisingly, Odyssey, and Doja Cat.
I
Trust
like your list.
me.
Damn,
Yeah. what about what about your top
that's good.
what about your top songs? You got top songs?
Yeah, let me see. My top songs. Wow. All right, my top songs are are Larry June songs and one Ab Soul song.
Okay. What Ab-Soul song is it?
So Ab Soul I got Gotta Rap as number 5 because that that shit was fire. But I played Larry June 60 Days, Breakfast in Monaco, Smoothies in 1991, and 89 Earthquake. Like I'm telling you, man,
These are
them
all
shits
off
are
Escape?
those
Okay.
no.
Okay.
89 Earthquake is and 60 Days is. And then Breakfast in Monaco is off Spaceships on a Blade that came out before that.
Mhm.
And Smoothies in 1991 is off some other project. But this shit hit dope.
Okay. Okay. My top 5 songs are still on this playlist. Goddamn. Late Nights and Early Mornings.
Mhm.
Nipsey, like it's still on this playlist. That's crazy. Two Sides of the Nick Grant album.
Okay.
The Secret by R.J. Payne.
Mm.
Ambition for Cash by Key Glock. And Pressure by Kerr. You up on Kerr? He's out of Philly. He got some bars, but he got that rapid style. That might be some shit you need to add. You can add to your gym shit, man. He got some.
All
Yeah, he got some. Like I said, Pressure. That'd be the first one to start with. Watch.
right.
All right.
I'm just so embarrassed. I love your lessons like, oh, this up and comer, Don Tripp. I got this. Doja Cat. So it's
What
like
is
we're like
the contrast of lifestyle though? Like I ride around all day listening to music and podcasts, so I have time to actually listen to an album.
yeah,
and I have time to listen to like
right.
artists that I really want to listen to what the fuck they saying type shit. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I like that. Like, and some of the hype songs they're on here because I play football every Sunday, and these songs play on the playlist every fucking Sunday. Like I noticed that shit also because Chuck be like, "Where the fuck you get this song from?" Like I need some young shit on my playlist while we out here, bro. Like I can't have all, you know what I mean, 90s Onyx hype songs and shit. Like, no, we need some young shit, man. Come on now.
Yeah.
This is the interesting one for me.
Hey, I will say,
No, go ahead.
I will say, lots. That's some good shit for the gym. I played that one time. I think like I played We Are the Streets.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like, I forgot about how hard this shit is.
yeah. That was the album
Like
called the
the
Bad
Locks
Boy. So.
joint, fuck you.
Oh my god.
I
Well,
was, I was trying to lift everything. Like I want to fuck something up in here.
oh shit. Well, like I said, I had my top 5 albums. I'll let you go first because I think mine gonna start the conversation I wanted to have anyway. So I'll let you go with your the
All
one
right.
you think were your top 5 albums or whatever.
I'm sure my top joints were like two of them were probably Larry June projects. The Great Escape because so many like have you heard that album?
Yes, but so I got a weird routine where when shit comes out on Friday, I add it to a playlist instead of just adding it to my library. Because because a lot of times when I hop in the car, I push library and I push songs, I push shuffle. So I let everything play. But then I be like, yo, what the fuck is this in my play? You know what I mean? I get to that. So now I'm like, let me add it to a playlist. If I like it, then I add it to the library. You know what I mean? But then I just end up with a long ass playlist of new albums that I just never add to the library. But yeah, so yes, but not on some straight through shit. Like I've grown on to Larry
I
Jones.
can dig it.
I wasn't really a fan I wasn't really a fan of this early, but I've grown to this shit because it's just smooth, laid back type shit. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like he's an artist. He's probably one of my favorite artists right now because he he can do mainstream kind of young topic type things like not serious, but his most of his aesthetic is very entrepreneurial, like inspiring in that kind of way. Like he got songs that's called Tangible Assets, and like so many songs talk about running plays, staying consistent, being motivated, picking yourself back up, like like that, like I gotta get it type spirit. but it's smooth at the same time. So it's like it's mature, but it's like inspiring, but it's still fun, you know? And he
Um,
blends like, uh-huh.
is him and Don Kennedy from the same area of Cali, or?
Nah, but they have a similar style. Um, but yeah, Dom's Southern Cal and Larry June from San Francisco.
Okay, okay. Because Dom Kennedy is kind of the same way. I forgot what album it was, but I was like, okay, I really like, because I've heard about him and I'm like, oh, yeah, all right, but I really wouldn't fuck with an album, but I forgot what album I was like, yo, this one's solid. And then Larry June, I can say that's when Larry June came out, but that's when I started hearing more Larry June music. I'm like, okay, these two, I'm not gonna take two of the same niggas. But then like lately,
Yeah,
I've kind of gravitated. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't need two niggas that do the same thing. Like, there's a lot of music out here. I'll pick one of y'all. Cause like I can't have too many ignorant niggas in my playlist at the same time. You know, it's like 4 or 5 albums.
definitely.
But that's kind of how I do it. You know what I mean? But yeah. So my top 5 albums of the year, of course, Michael was on there. To What End by Odyssey. Have you heard that yet?
No, no, hold on. That's his most recent one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Odyssey is dope.
Yeah, he bro, different. Glorious Game, Black Thought album.
What's that? Oh, okay. Damn.
Sunday Dinner with Nick Grant. And my number one album was Scarlet, man. My number one album was Scarlet by Doja Cat, bro. I ain't ashamed to fucking
Yo,
say it, bro. I'm not ashamed to say it. And it's weird because it's definitely a convo that I don't get to have because it's one of them combos that is like it's kind of it gets shut down just because, you know what I mean? You know what her and her rollout, you know what I mean, with the whole with all the demonic shit that turned a lot of people out, but that also made me more interested in the album. Because at the same time, I'm hearing about how she wants to show y'all that she really rap and show like this little pop shit that's going on. You know what I mean? So I didn't really
yeah.
I didn't pay enough attention to the whole demonic shit that she was doing with the promo or whatever. So long story short, once I got the album, I was like, yo, this is fucking, I mean, just the topics, the music, the beats, the skills, like all of it was just fucking flawless. And it's one of them jokes where I put it in and didn't push no buttons. Like I honestly didn't push no buttons every single time. Like it don't matter. Like I said, even if I put it back in the second time and I just push shuffle, so it's out of order, it's still the same thing. There's no songs I'm really gonna skip. You know what I mean? Like it really was a fucking quality album, bro. So I'm really mad about all the demonic shit that she did around with it. But then it's like, but if you know Doja, she don't really give a fuck. Like she don't. Like she like fans, she do stuff to get rid of fans. Like she does dumb shit like that. And I guess it comes with a situation where you can't dismiss what you're putting out. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of disclaimers in there. All that to say, y'all fucking love that album, bro. Like, did you listen to it?
Hell yeah. I remember that shit came out, and I think I played it when I was at the gym. We were out of the area. We were like in Santa Rosa for a couple nights. Like Ed was doing some work stuff, so we just kind of tagged along.
Okay.
And I think I played it like when I was at the gym or whatever. And I was just like, I would look up like this shit is a solid project, you know? It was like it caught me off guard that I liked it that much, you know? And I was just like, no, she did a good job. Like it was funny. She was trolling. She has a love song that's like trolling love songs because it's so insincere
That's
what she's
Algorithm Hills,
saying in
right?
it. Huh?
That's Algorithm Hills?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like, like I was laughing. I was like, this is brilliant. I was like, she's trolling these ride or die love songs and being like mocking, you
Mm.
know? Oh my gosh, that's Cap. No, you get off the phone. I was like, she is a fool, you know? Like I was laughing at it. You know, I was like, this is great. I was like, this is brilliant. I thought it was a good project. I mean, Doja has a lot of stuff to her, but I feel like I saw some of the rollout. I saw some of the pushback. Um, I also know Doja is a troll. Her first big hit was her doing the Moo song.
Yeah.
She was a cow and she had French fries in her nose and her titties out. Like it was super troll, you know. And Moo's actually a dope song though, but it was like that's what she does, you know. She trolls, which I'm not gonna say I condone it, but it's just like I don't put too much stock in it, you know. And I feel a little different about the imagery, right? Now I don't know everything about it, so I'm not gonna speak to everything. I don't know how bad it got or how extreme or whatever. You know, I saw a couple pictures. I, I saw some ads. I saw a couple videos, you know, and I feel like I don't get mad at imagery as much as I do with the content, you know? I feel like with imagery, I could look at it like a movie, you know? Something that's meant to like grip you, stir feelings, you know? Maybe she's telling like a bigger point in the whole thing, you know? But I can more easily look at certain imagery. I don't give a pass to everything, but I can give a certain leeway or poetic license and go, I think this is for artistic purposes, or either they're just marketing and being a troll, which I don't really like, but I don't emotionally invest into that. But I'm like, I kept having this conversation with myself and thinking about it of like, do we hate, like, how much do we hate demonic stuff? Right? Do we hate it? Right?
You're right, my bad. Yeah.
It's like, one end, you have the imagery, but the content is kind of not negative really at all, you know? I mean, you talk about, you know, relationships, you talk about money. So we talk about vanity and all of that, but I'm like, the music is, I'm like, I don't like the imagery versus the music. Like, we got music that says I'm on demon time, you know? We got people talk about OnlyFans all day. We got people that talk about pretty much prostitution. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling it to you. Do you have money? We got dudes. We call, you know, we talk about killing other people. Like, look, what's more demonic than killing other people? I know I sound like an old head or whatever, but what's more demonic than getting on a song? And I'm guilty of it. Like shit, my top songs at the gym, or I'm spinning a block, or some version of that, right? It's horrible. I know, you know, but it's like, what's worse? To have songs that we love, that we play with our kids, that we play to stadiums of non-black people half the time, that say, I'm gonna kill this nigga. I killed the nigga the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit hits so hard. But the dude, I knocked the nigga's lung out. You know what I'm saying? I blow his head off. I killed three niggas. Like, it's wild, you know? The way we talk about women, that's not demonic. Fuck these bitches. They ain't shit. You know? I'm gonna get me, you know, the light skin joint. Like, that shit ain't demonic. Like, literally talking about killing yourself, killing other people, devaluing your women. Like, none of that shit is good, you know? Having songs that's all about just pure materialism. Like everything is get the bag, money, fuck everything else, just the money. I need the bag. And it's not on some constructive shit all the time. It's just like, I'm taking trips and buying shit, you know? So I'm like, is that not destructive in some kind of way? Is that not a negative demonic culture?
And they go back to the balance. Because like you said, like all of it actually has its place. Like I could take some of that shoot 'em up, bang, bang music. You know what I mean? Like it has its place. Like I said, the gym, I need that type of music. but it's a balance. Like you're not giving me any of the other music. And we praise these artists who only give you one type of music. You know what I mean? Like if you have 2 songs in your album that do that, I understand it because y'all always say, I'm not glorifying that. I'm just speaking like what it is. Whatever, I'll take that speech as long as you want. But it's like, well, give me some other shit also. You know what I mean? That's all we're really asking for. And it's more about the fact, like what you say, like, but that's what's viewed as hip hop. That's what's viewed as mainstream. You know what I mean? And I didn't think about the fact that like these are the songs that you hear at the at these venues, bro. And then you look at the crowd, ain't nothing but white folks in the crowd. So all they hear about is fucking niggas be killing niggas all the time. Like that's we do it to ourselves, bro. Like that's so crazy. That's crazy. They find the clean version to play. That's crazy. Like you can say, nah, I made a dirty version because I ain't expecting to make player there, this, that, and the third. No, nigga, they gonna find a way to sell that shit over what they should be selling. You know what I mean? Cause we be here. Like I said, you get to that point where you don't want to be the nigga on the lawn with the water hose or whatever, but you were blessed to get to this age, so fuck it, you need to say something because obviously enough niggas won't saying it to us when we was at that age. Because we still allow it to get to this point. You know what I mean? Because it's not like we didn't hear some people saying this type of shit. We didn't hear enough.
Yeah, like I feel like I hate that old I've seen this argument a lot where people go, well, it's it's not that different than the music we listened to growing up, right? And I go, you know what? I probably shouldn't have been listening to that music growing up. I'm like, the music affects how people, it affected how we saw ourselves. It affected how we saw women. It affected our aspirations. I remember being in high school talking about dumb shit because I'm repeating black media stuff. So I'm repeating the gangster kind of Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society movies in my drama class. Because these are the only stories I really know that I'm watching on a mainstream, right? I'll say on a mainstream, you know, like just on TV. And this is the kind of music I'm listening to just on a mainstream. So this becomes your conversation. It becomes, of course, not everybody, you know, but it's just like we see how we got all of these issues between black men and black women. A lot of black dudes haven't matured. A lot of cats have like really young ways of thinking. But when you look at the shit you grew up on, well, there's not a correlation. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I shouldn't have listened to some Bang Bang Shoot 'em Up. No, I shouldn't have been listening to Eazy-E or some NWA or like DJ Quick talking about women a certain way. That shouldn't have been allowed. You know? Like, I shouldn't have had access to that, you know? Not on some like my dad stuff, but just as a music industry. Like, when you look, and people would compare it to like metal or rock and roll or death metal. Look, any really destructive sounding or gothic stuff, right, in metal is a subgenre.
At the same time, because your palette is a little bit different, so I asked. At the same time, is the content as not angry say angry because I guess it is, but is it so much? Are they killing each other in their music?
No.
Okay, that's all I really
No, man. I would say the stuff that I grew up on some like alternative or metal or new metal stuff, even when stuff is talking about a touchy subject like death or suicide, or it's not talking about it like promoting, it would be talking about it like, I got to get this feeling out of me, you know? And it's talking about the feelings of like, oh, I wish I weren't here, life is hard, but it's a way to get those feelings out of you. You don't lean into those dark feelings. You play it loud and you like rattle that feeling up out of you, or you feel comfortable in it, but you don't, it's not a promotion of it. You feel me?
Wow.
Like people make a comparison, like it's not, look, I promise you, I'm sure there's songs that are very negative. I'm sure, you know, I may not know about those, but I will say, even those songs are those are a sub genre. Like death metal, Like that shit is like a sub genre, you know? And they have their groups and they have their people, but it's not what becomes the top 40 on alternative music, you know? Marilyn Manson had crazy shit, but if you look at the words of it, his shit was more his imagery was scarier than what his content was half of the time, you know?
Shout out to Doja.
And right, and it's like so anyway, but it's like our music is allowed to be like like we have a music where we can talk about killing somebody. Like that shit
Oh,
doesn't even make sense.
no, we have a music where we talk
Yeah,
about killing our own, because if we talk about killing them or killing the cops, the shit gets flagged. You know what I mean? So that's let's really talk about what it is. You talk about any other group that you're killing or attacking, it's a problem. You talk about killing niggas all day, top 40, let's go.
it's all good.
Like
Yeah. So
that's
I'm
simple.
like,
People don't understand the whole dynamic of why that's allowed. Like everything, that's what's so crazy to me about problems in the community. It's like this should be so simple to understand that that's what it is. I'm not saying it'd be simple to figure out what the solution is. I'd be mad that we're still having arguments and debates about what the problem is. So we can't even get to how to fix most of the problems. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, that's a whole tangent, but
it is. It goes back to the thing we talked about like a year or 2 years ago, where it's just like we can't even agree on the basic shit. I'm like, we can't agree that this content is negative. We can't even say that because if I go online and say I think this music, stripping music and kill them, I'm gonna slide on them, music is bad. I get the liberal progressive Negro saying I'm doing respectability politics and I'm trying to police people's blackness and we're not a monolith and we have to allow all expressions of blackness to exist in the same way. And I disagree with that, you know?
and then that's how you end up
Yeah,
with little
I
kids.
don't really, I don't.
That's how you end up with little kids trying to stand on business.
Yeah, dude.
That's
Bitch, I got in an argument.
That's exactly how that case happens, though. Like you always hear about the fact that
Right.
you have these kids that want to be something and want to portray something that they heard about how the hard life, the struggle, and how real that is. So they want to give away that nice life that them kids wish they had to go portray that life. Like, and it's because our music, everything about us spews that. It just I don't know you. And it's so funny. I end up in conversations like I don't even want to go to the 30 sentence because like I done said this shit so many fucking times. It's so goddamn frustrating.
Yeah.
It is, man.
I gotta head out in a minute, bro.
No, that's perfect. That was perfect, dog. Because I really just want to chop it up with you about music, and that was definitely what it was. And it's like the whole year I've been wanting to talk to somebody about the Scarlet album. I never had nobody to talk to about.
Nah, we gotta talk about it. Yeah, I like that joint.
Yeah, real shit. But yeah, man, this is Now I'm Talking About. I am Maul Got It All.
This your brother Maul, the other Maul.
And we out, man. Yeah, I appreciate
Peace.
that, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Good talking to you, man. Have you back on here again.
Absolutely, man. We gotta chop it up again.
Yeah, his son Junior turned 7 today, so he had a party or whatever.
Who?
Junior, Deuce son.
Oh, cool,
I
cool.
think he turned 7 today, so you know what I mean, they out partying.
I can dig it. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah, for that. But y'all holler at you, man. Love you, man.
Love you too, bro.
All right, go.
Peace.
Last year's championship was a rematch of the previous year's B championship, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I just
Which
thought
is crazy.
Yeah, that was like, yeah, that was, yeah. And I mean, I guess that goes to show that, like, don't come in here thinking that B is your league's casual. It's
Facts.
not.
Facts. Yes. Some people come in thinking it is and get their head smacked. Or just simply thinking that because they win their league that they can come run B. Because we learned that early.
Yeah.
And that was the thing I was gonna say on the last one. So when we first started going to states, it was win or go home, off rip.
Off rip.
Yeah. You lose, you're done. That's it. Thank you for your 225. Have a good day.
right now as an adult, I would say I just seen the Ludacris joint. Ludacris joint was all right.
That's what made me ask. That's what made me ask it, nigga. It was gonna segue into that combo, nigga.
You see it?
No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Nah, that joint, I fuck with it. It was tough. Lil Rel Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And he funny as shit in that joint. You know what I'm saying? Lil Rel funny as shit. To say. I wouldn't tell you, but I'll let you watch.
Yeah. So
Lil Rel, it's good. It's good. Luda, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Luda and his daughter going around with Santa Claus all day. All night.
I plan on family time checking out that joint, and then the joint that Tracy Ellis Ross and Eddie Murphy. They got a joint also.
Christmas joint.
Yeah, Candy Cane shit, something like that. It ain't Candy Cane.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I want to check them joints out for family time.
But so of all time, goddamn, and as an adult still, I would say the motherfucker Friday afternoon.
You got a bottle yet or what? I know it's in LA or whatever. So
I mean, I got some. We've been going through. We got a box and shit.
Okay.
We got a case. It's $60 for 4 boxes of 4.
60 for 4 boxes? You have to buy them in 4s?
Nah, you can buy them solo.
I just want one,
nigga. You can buy them solo. I mean, they're not in stores yet.
Yeah.
But
so I mean, is he selling them one by one? Is he only selling them 4s, or I need to?
I don't know what the you know what I'm saying, because like I said, we all just went ahead and got the case and shit. You know what I'm saying? Little support and shit.
Yeah. Is he back over here or what? Everything I be saying be in LA. So is it through Tiffany or what?
I don't know when he comes back, but he's supposed to be here for Thanksgiving.
Okay. I'm trying to get some nigga for Thanksgiving. What is it? What is it? Is it rum? Yak? What is it?
It's yak infused.
Okay.
It's 2 flavors. It's a strawberry margarita junk, and then it's a junk called lemon sidecar, which basically tastes like a goddamn Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah. But they got a little strawberry junk and the Long Island iced tea.
Okay. I'm going up to Maryland and my sisters and down to Richmond for the weekend. So I definitely would like to take some with me. So
I mean, look, check out the website, siptail.com. DrinkSiptail.com, I think is the website. DrinkSiptails.
Okay.